Good. So you've got the shift through your body, but he's going to give you the opportunity.
I think I pulled instead of opening the door.
Yes. Here, I'm going to just walk him over here so that everybody can see it. So Ace is going to let us take this a little bit further and really see where the most solid point is for the rider. So from here, go to turn like you did there, just pulling on this rein and locking your arm. And notice how easily I can pull you forward. So this happens often that we feel like we're, like we're pulling really hard because we feel a lot of tension through our body. But to the horse, they notice that if I just push my jaw forward a little bit, I get all of this rein right back. And it's also not a consistent feel. Plus, this way, if you were really trying to turn this direction, your body's actually still saying go straight, even though this hand's trying to pull. So now feel the difference if you let your thumb just rest there on the top. Yep. And then lift your hand just a tiny bit. Stop, stop. Go. And now think about turn your thumb into your turn, and now shift through your body and let your shoulder come back into the turn on this side. Yes. So now I'm going to start to put some weight here, and you should feel the force coming through to your sit bone. Do you feel it? Yes. And now lean back even a little bit more with this. Yes. So there she put weight on the rein, but she didn't pull her arm. And that's the difference between the weight and the pulling. So now from here, you could open your hand, you could lean back on it, you could get as strong as you need to. Yeah. And now you're moving me. So our bodies, our nervous system is pretty good at trying to keep us in balance. So it's one of the first things that our brain essentially tries to do. It tries to protect the brain, keep us upright, and keep us in balance even before, and this is true for the horse too, even before it recognizes external threats and before it recognizes pain. So if like a horse is really out of balance, they'll sometimes hold themselves in a way that actually increases strain in places and might increase the pain, but they're going to keep themselves upright and try to find balance before they actually respond to pain. And then they have to have all those priorities taken care of. They have to be balanced, they have to be comfortable, and they have to feel somewhat safe from external threats before they can actually respond to like light cues. So that's why it's again so important to kind of look at these different aspects when we're bringing in saddle fit. So like there's several of you here I already noticed have a pretty long thigh, and longer that your thigh is, usually the bigger you want the seat of the saddle, because if you have a really long thigh, you need room for your thigh to be able to be at the right angle with your lower leg still under you to find this straight stirrup leather position. So to start with, understanding the basic skeletal system of the horse is kind of built like a suspension bridge. So obviously they've got the front and the hind leg, and then they've got the spine. And the horse isn't really designed to bear weight. So most of the time when they're out grazing, the way that they kind of manage all of the weight of just their guts and their organs, their abdomen and their chest, is since they're grazing, they spend a lot of the day with their head down, and that acts on the ligament system, which I've got another slide for, but it acts on the ligament system, which helps to keep the weight of their torso, of their body, supported. So as soon as they lift their head, it's part of that kind of nervous system and body response. When they go to lift their head, they automatically go into more of a aware, alert, you know, getting ready to run from something mode. So with the head up, it's kind of like what we talked about earlier when we did the whole flexion extension thing. The same thing is true for the horse. So when the horse is extending out with the neck and extending out with the jaw and able to reach with the legs, they're going to stay more calm and they're going to be more comfortable. When they start going into flexion, where they bring the jaw in and they start to bring the neck up and back, and the back muscles tighten, and you know, we call it hollow or arch, where essentially they're kind of flexing the back, they're going to be more in that fight or flight responsive mode.